Yo, 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 what up, what up? It's your girl, Sophie. Why do I keep saying it's your girl, Sophie? Technically, like it's always been, it's your girl, Sofia, aka Sophie. Like that's kind of how we be moving. Yes, your girl is repping Netherlands for today. I just finished watching the Senegal versus Netherlands game, which ended in 2-0, which I'm pretty much for sure excited about. Although, I like Senegal. I want my African brothers to do well, to go far. But I've always kind of been like a big fan of Portugal and Netherlands, always, regardless. This is part two of my World Cup Qatar 2022 predictions. Part one we did yesterday. We were basically talking about, who I think or which team I think is going to win the whole thing. For this particular video, we're obviously going to mostly focus on like individual awards or just you know basically what we're going to be diving into is who do I think will win the golden ball, FIFA young player award, golden glove, so obviously the goalkeeper, who will be the top goal scorer winning that golden boot, and which team will surprise the most in Qatar, as well as which team will flop at the World Cup. So, if that sounds interesting to you, then please do keep watching. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up, as always, and subscribe if you haven't already. We have 800 subscribers plus plus plus, and the goal is to get 1,000 subscribers before the year ends, which I think that we can do. We have to do it with your help, of course. So, yes, yes, yes. And all, by the way, quickly, also do follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I also do have, I did start my own fantasy league when it comes to the FIFA World Cup. So, that is in the description box below for the link and the code, as well as just the regular, Fantasy Premier League and whatnot. So, okay, longest intro ever, but that's out of the way. Let's move on to the first category. Who do I, by the way, do of course also check out part one if you haven't already for who I think will, win the whole thing. But yeah, who will win the golden ball? The golden ball doesn't necessarily have to, or usually doesn't have to, go to the player whose team wins the tournament. Like last tournament, I'm pretty sure it was, in when it was World Cup in Russia, it was Modric that won, and Croatia came second. They lost the final to France, and then it was the Brazil World Cup back in 2014 where Argentina lost the final to Germany, and I'm pretty sure it was Messi that won the golden ball. So, yep, 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 yep. So for the golden ball, why do I feel it might be like Ronaldo just doing a madness? But at the same time, I also feel like no, no, no. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we're gonna say that. Why not? Why not? By the way, this is not a cape. It's just my robe, but it's been very cold lately. But yeah, I'm gonna say golden ball is gonna go to Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling against Portugal, or not against, but for Portugal. I don't know. When it comes to the Golden Boot winner, who's going to score the most goals, I have a feeling it might be Messi. I think, Argentina is in the group with Saudi Arabia and whatnot, and like I believe it might also be Mexico and Poland. I feel like Messi can probably end up scoring a lot of goals, especially in the group stages. I think Messi, there's some stats here saying that Messi and Ronaldo has yet to score in a World Cup knockout stage. So, you know, will this be the time where they finally can do that, pull through? As this is their last and final World Cup. So yeah, I'm gonna say Messi, even though I think Lautaro Martinez also Argentinian. Why am I saying Argentinian? Also Argentinian from Argentina. Lord, I cannot speak today, but yeah. Um, Potentially, he's also kind of predicted as a guy that might able to score a lot of goals. I just have a feeling it might be Messi. I don't know what it is. I have a feeling. It could be Vinicius Junior too. It could be Mbappe. But I'm going to say Messi. When it comes to the FIFA Young Player Award. I mean, basically, it has to be like somebody. I don't know if completely if they changed the rules. Recently, it's been like the guys or somebody that's you know turned 21 and younger, right? So who could that be? I feel like it's going to be potentially Jamal Musiala, the German. Used to actually rep, uh, you know, England's under 17 team potentially a few years back, alongside Jude Bellingham, who's finally got his World Cup, or I should say England World Cup debut and whatnot. But I think Jamal Musiala potentially could also be Jude Bellingham, but I want to say Jamal Musiala. I think really gonna be showing out this World Cup. Just have a feeling. So when it comes to Golden Glove, who can? I think it's gonna be Allison getting it. Yeah, Allison from Brazil. Like just he's been very good so far for you know um, Liverpool this season. Although Liverpool has been all over the place. Allison Beckett has always been, or definitely that player that's just you can rely on him, you know, and he definitely is or has been at least the first choice goalkeeper for Brazil. So I think he can he'll win it. I think so. We'll have to wait and see. Which team will surprise the most in Qatar? Um, It's several. I think maybe I would have said Senegal if they had Sadio Mane. Although, watching that Netherlands game, I wasn't completely, you know, blown away by Netherlands' performance. I felt like Senegal definitely was in the game. They probably could have nicked in a draw. They just probably just needed that top man at the front force. Um, but will I necessarily have to? I want to say maybe Denmark potentially could definitely surprise, but also maybe even a South Korea. Ecuador so far, yes, it was the opening game against Qatar, and Qatar isn't really the best team, but still, Ecuador did something. I want to say Denmark. I think people are sleeping on Denmark. I think they are. And which team will flop at the World Cup? I can name a bunch of teams, but the team that really comes to mind when it comes to that is probably going to be Belgium. I think the golden generation. I think it's past its peak. They had the opportunity in the World Cup last time, which I believe they won. I mean, not won, but they came third, um, and whatnot. But still, they have Kevin De Bruyne, great player, and whatnot. Of course, Courtois, other players as well. But just I feel bad for Eden Hazard. He definitely is just not the same player that he used to be. You know, under the Chelsea side few years back before, um, you know, getting that big move to Real Madrid. He's never been the same player, and I think he also kind of admitted that he's probably not going to get back to that, which is unfortunate. But what are you going to do? They also have some other good players in general, but I just don't think they're going to do it. I really think they're not going to make it past either the group stages or at least get knocked out in the round of 16. And also, France is probably also going to be a team that will flop for sure. A lot of people might be thinking maybe they will actually get to the quarterfinals, semifinals. I don't think so. I actually don't think so. They're missing Benzema, although they still did win, the World Cup in 2018 without Benzema, but they did have, N'Golo Kante, and Paul Pogba. They're missing Christopher Nkunku. Like they're missing some great important players for sure. So and it's that World Cup curse. Usually a World Cup winner really can't regain or just, you know, keep that silverware, or in this case, the goldenware ta-da, at the back home. They probably will. They probably will mess up. I think they will just about be able to get past through the group stage. But after that, I think it might maybe be a wrap. Potentially. We have to wait and see. I don't know. But that's that for the World Cup predictions, or my World Cup prediction for Qatar 2022, part two. If you haven't already checked out part one, I will definitely link it after this video so that you guys can check it out if you haven't already. And let me know if you might or may not agree with my picks, my predictions. If doesn't matter, leave it down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys later tonight so that we can go live and talk about the games for today, mainly focusing on the United players. Haven't played, for England, and technically that one United player that was supposed to play for Netherlands, but that really didn't. But we'll talk about that later. So do hit that subscribe button, and of course, also click that bell button so that you will not be, you know, basically missing out whenever I do post a new video or when I go live. So yeah, and also like this video, share with all your friends and family, and I will see you guys, like I said, very soon, later tonight. Love y'all. You guys are, of course, amazing. Thanks for supporting your girl. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on. Peace out. So peace out.